Hello, today we're going to talk about this beautiful lens. It's a tilt-shift lens made by Nikon, 19mm. Having said that, it's the tilt-shift lens I use actually in architecture for the least. The reason is that 19 has the greatest distortion. I usually use 28 at the most, 40 when I can. But having said that, when this lens is needed, such as in a kitchen, in a walk-in closet, a small kitchen, there's nothing better than this. This covers it, so it's an essential tool. All right, having said that, we're going to now increase also the coverage of this lens, not just to be a 19 shift, but we're going to put it on a Mirex adapter, which also gives us a shift. And we can choose whether it's vertical or horizontal. In this case here, we're going to leave the shift on this lens as horizontal, and this we're going to put it at vertical. All right. Having said that, we look at this lens here, and we see that it says 1.4 E. I don't know what E stands for. I say electronic, because the shutter is electronic, and you cannot change the shutter unless it's hooked up to a camera. Therefore, there is a not-so-elegant solution to the problem, and that is we have to hook this lens up to a camera. Let's do that. Take my Nikon here, stick that on there, put this on here, and now let's have a look at what we have here. We switch this on, and 11. Let's say 11. 11 is the aperture I use for daytime shooting 99% of the time with this lens. So once I set this lens at 11, we leave it at that. Only at night, sometimes 5.6, 8, we have to change it. But otherwise, for the whole day shoot, it will stay at that. So let's turn this thing on here. We've got it. It's at 11. We've got it shooting at 15 seconds because we're going to actually take a picture. Clack. And while it's shooting, we take the lens off the camera. Switch the camera off. Put that away. Don't need that anymore. And now we have this lens, 19, set at 11, f11. It's going to stay at 11 all day long. So let's mount it. This is a Fuji to Canon. Unfortunately, Mirex does not make a Nikon mount. So we have to go to, here we go to Novoflex, and we put one of these on here. It's not so difficult. But Mirex, if you're listening, make one for Nikon. That would be great too. All right, once I figure out how to get this thing on, there we are. Now this thinks it's a Canon, and therefore will mount, should mount, there we go, in the thing. All right, I'm going to take this off now. I keep this cover on all the time because you see this lens, it sticks out, you can damage it easily. So whenever I'm operating or doing anything with the camera, I always leave it out in case I bump it or do things like that. It's always safer. Once I've got the camera mounted, everything, I'm ready to shoot, off comes the cap. Now, here's our shift. Nothing special about it. Shifts to the right, shifts to the left. Now here comes the Mirex, up, down, shifting. There we have it. So we're going to, in another segment, we're going to actually take this to the field, do this with all the photography, hook it up, see how to do it. But for now, this is the introduction for the lens. And so I'm at the end of my session. And it's Christopher Leggett signing off. Goodbye.